starte auch gleich mal noch kurz. Willkommen auch an alle Recording-Zuschauer. Ja, der heutige Call ist für mich und für jeden Trader hier auf jeden Fall ein ganz besonderer Call. Ihr müsst euch vorstellen, der liebe Mike Navarette, ist jetzt gerade, ich weiß es nicht ganz genau, von Costa Rica irgendwie nach Amerika geflogen. Ist wahrscheinlich gerade noch voll am Traveln gewesen, gerade erst gelandet, hatte das wegen der Zeitverschiebung. Ich weiß nicht, wer von uns den Fehler gemacht hat, ich hoffe nicht ich, aber erst in einer Stunde drin und deswegen hat er es jetzt trotzdem geschafft, ready zu sein. Deswegen haut jetzt schon mal, falls er gleich reinkommt oder schon drin ist, ein bisschen Liebe in den Chat für unseren Go Live Educator. Leute, ihr müsst euch vorstellen, ja, also ich weiß seine Zeit zu 100% zu schätzen, weil er dominiert den Forex-Bereich als Educator. Er dominiert den DCX-Bereich. Ja, er dominiert NFTs. Ja, er dominiert Metaverse und so weiter. Also er ist in allen Bereichen einfach aufgestellt und das inspiriert mich einfach an ihm. Nebenbei ist er auch noch Chairman, wie schon gesagt, und das ist einfach heftig, wie er es schafft, alle Bereiche zu dominieren und das liegt an seinem Mindset. Ja, das liegt an seiner Psychologie, die er an den Tag legt, vor allem auch im Trading, da einfach mit allem klarzukommen, was er macht. Ja, ich selber konnte vor allem auch im Kryptobereich extrem viel schon von ihm lernen, mit den Sessions mit Jordan und Zachary zusammen. Und deswegen freue ich mich jetzt auf jeden Fall extrem auf seinen Part. Und da ihr schon ein bisschen gewartet habt, möchte ich euch nicht noch länger warten lassen und freue mich auf jeden Fall extrem drauf. Leute, nochmal einiges an Liebe, an Herzen, an Flammen für the one and only Mike Navarette. Thank you so much for taking the time, bro. Out of traveling out there in Middle America, I don't know. Yes, let's go.
What's up, guys? How we doing, everybody? Hello. Let's go. I love the energy. I can just feel everyone from here. Let me know how my audio is. You guys hear me okay? Yeah? All right, awesome. You guys are getting a real life digital nomad in the moment training. Give me a second, guys. So I've been actually traveling a lot this last couple of weeks. So my schedule got a little bit messed up. I thought this call was an hour. But we are here, we are live, and this is how we do it. So please confirm that my audio is still good, and that way I can go ahead and continue with the training here. All right, awesome. So guys, first and foremost, I'm very grateful to be here with everybody. One of the perks of doing this business and learning these skill sets is having time freedom, right? Is having the ability to go and experience the world. Different cultures. Right now, I'm in one of the poorest countries in the world, and this is it's my homeland. It's where I'm from. So I'm here with my people and just getting like that feeling of people growing and getting humbled and experiencing so much more. So this is why I did it. The reason that I started this in 2016 was because I wanted freedom. I wanted options. Fast forward now, I've been able to travel to over 30 countries, never having to sacrifice income. And the best part is I get to do this with the people that I love. My girlfriend, my brother, my sister, even my dad, they're all full-time entrepreneurs through IM Mastery Academy. So it's amazing to see it. But anyways, guys, I want to dive into the information and I want to be able to give you guys a little bit of insight on how was I able to do something like this? Because I am a very unique, I love your name too, Mike. I'm in a very unique position in this company where I teach in English and in Spanish, Forex and crypto and NFTs, and we build all over the world, right? We have systems in English and Spanish and a couple other languages as well. So how do we do all of these things at the same time? How is this possible? How can you, open up your mindset to believe that you're capable of doing these things? Because you'll hear it time and time again. The hardest part about getting to, we'll say M&Ms, right? The hardest part to getting to those M&Ms is believing that you can. And in this process, I had to shift a lot of my mindset. So just so you guys kind of get a bit of an understanding of where I come from, when I when I started this business, I didn't even have a bedroom. So my room was a curtain. My room was a curtain in the hallway before you get to the washer and dryer. So I was in my second year of college, and I lived in a basement, and I wanted to live with my friends, and so, but I couldn't afford a room. So what I did was in the basement, we transformed a hallway into a room, and that's where it all started. So the reason I say that is because sometimes we get so focused, so fixated on where we come from. We get stuck on, you know, our environment, what neighborhood we came up in, what kind of people we know. And sure, you don't get a choice in where you're born, who you're born from, but now you do. Like now you have that ability, now you have the luxury, you have opportunities now, you have awareness. And one of the first things that happened when I saw this, so for those of you guys who don't know, I saw Bitcoin in 2012. I saw Bitcoin in 2012 at $7. $7 one Bitcoin. And here's the key thing is I saw it. I just saw it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. And instead of having the Bitcoin, we bought dumb stuff with it. And then again, the next year, I saw Bitcoin again at $100. And I still didn't do anything because I didn't know how. I made up excuses in my head on, you know, it's probably hard. I just didn't give it a priority in my life. It wasn't very simple. There wasn't really Coinbase or anything yet. So 2016, you know, I get involved with day trading, Forex, and then I see crypto again. And this time it wasn't going to get away from me. Like this time it was not going to get away. And the reason I say this is because of the following. Guys, there's going to be certain things that happen in your life over and over and over again. And you have to eventually learn to take action and execute. So this is that thing. IM Academy, day trading, e-commerce, crypto, NFTs, especially NFTs. Don't keep hearing about it and do nothing, right? Honestly, take massive action. Because now, one of the things that I think the universe put in front of me was that $7 Bitcoin. Because now, whenever I'm like, that could be a good idea, that might do something for my life, I just do it. I think way less and I do way more now. And so, you know, for those of you that don't know, I've been an educator in this company for 4 years, and I have luxury to have the most hours educated in the company, over 3,000 hours of live trading, crypto, all that good stuff. And I want to tell you guys some of the things that I've learned overhearing a lot of student stories, because what happens is there are things that you learn from others that save you time. That's what we're here for, right? And so check this out, guys. I've probably heard 100,000 plus stories, success stories, mostly failures, mistakes, you know, paradigms, belief systems that don't serve you. So the first thing I want to really talk about today is the following. And this has to do with not just day trading, not just cryptos, NFTs, but your whole journey as an entrepreneur. Because that's what I think that we have here. We have a digital entrepreneurial academy. This academy teaches you how to build income streams online. And one of the first things that I want to tell you is this. Please stop giving yourself expectations based on time. Stop giving yourself expectations based on time. Most people lose money because they set some sort of result over time. That's your goal. So check this out. Before you even got started, you probably had something in your mind. And you're like, okay, if in 6 months I don't see money, I'm gonna stop. If in a year, if in 2 years I don't see results, I'm gonna quit because this doesn't work. Right? That's maybe something that you tell yourself, but it's the opposite. Think about it. You're setting expectations about something you don't understand yet. Does that even make sense? You don't even understand the experience, the progress you're going to go through, but you're now setting expectations. Interesting. So then you're getting started. You know, you're in your first month, in your first couple months. You maybe you've blown a couple accounts, maybe you've made some money, but you're still living with the same expectations from before. You still have the same expectations from when you knew nothing about trading. When you knew nothing about, isn't that interesting? Then there's 6 months, then there's a year later, and your expectations are still from before. That to me is kind of interesting. So what I want to say is this, guys, you have to let go of time. You have to detach from time. Because here's what happens. You've been doing this for 3 months, you've been doing it for 6 months, and maybe you have results and maybe you don't. And all of a sudden, instead of focusing on who you're becoming and what you're doing, you're just focused on the money. But the money part is the last thing that happens. The way that you actually gain anything is a 3-step process. Be, do, and have. Right? Be, do, have. So you first have to become someone. Then you have to do the things that person does frequently, consistently, until you receive the things that you want. So when in trading, what we see happen is we're taking trades, we're winning, we're losing, whatever's happening, but your emotions are being up and down because all you focus on is how much money am I making. And what's more important isn't how much money you're making. What's more important is what kind of discipline do you have to your trading plan? Let me ask you guys, what kind of discipline do you have to your trading plan? For me, this is what a successful trading week looks like for me. It's a week where I follow my plan to a T. A week where my confirmations 100% need to be done. Where I didn't over leverage at all, where I was very consistent, where I got out when I needed to get out. I didn't move my stop loss. That's a successful week. Guys, excuse me. If you lose money this week, but you followed your plan perfectly, that's a successful week. When you get to the point where you can lose money in a week, but you feel amazing because you know you did the right things, oh, that's how you know. That's how you know you're building the right mindset. That's how you know you're actually turning into a professional trader. Because you have to think long. You have to have vision. You really have to know that. And so that's the one thing I'm going to say. Please, guys, please don't compare yourself and don't let time be your enemy. Time should be your best friend. There's this phrase, right? And you hear it a lot in network marketing and leadership, but it's the same thing with trading. Time will either promote you or expose you. And what you're doing is when you're focused on results, sorry guys, I'm kind of sick, but when you're focused on results, time can be your enemy because you have urgency. You want it now. You want your life to change. I get it. I get it. All right, appreciate you guys. So, so here's what happens. We want life to change. We want success. We want a different lifestyle. Let me get some water, guys. So you want a different lifestyle, but the problem with this lifestyle is that you haven't become that person. So you want the money, but you have no discipline, right? Now, this is the number one thing that pays you in this business, is discipline. So, oh my God, feel way better. So what happens is, since time will promote you or expose you, when you let go of it, everything becomes easier. The pressure, because here's the one of the biggest mistakes as well is that outside expectations are invading your mind. Outside expectations are invading your process because you have noise from people who don't understand this journey and they're invading your mental environment. You have your parents who don't understand this is a profession, this is a career path. You have friends who don't understand this either. You have social media where most people don't understand it. But most people are coming from a scarcity and time-based mindset. Most people are coming from a insta everything mindset, a microwave mindset. And so I don't blame them. They just don't know any better. But you can't let them come in. They don't have that invitation into your mind. You have to remember that because you're going to hear it. These are unavoidable. The things I'm telling you are unavoidable lessons. This is going to happen. Someone will try to convince you that you're wasting your time. But think about it like this. At least here in the US, to be a doctor, it takes like 8 years or something like that. 8 to 12 years, being a surgeon, becoming a lawyer, all these high income paying professions, it takes 8 years, 12 years. And in all of those professions, they're giving their time to make money. High skills, though, high level skills. Understand that you're interacting with the largest market on the planet. You're interacting with institutions every single day. You're trading alongside that. You're riding those waves. So you're in a business because trading is a business. Your trading is your business. When you start to look at what you do as your business, you're going to move different. So your trading is a business. Every trade you take, that's your inventory. You're documenting the quality of every trade. You're documenting the quality of your inventory in your business. What's your payout going to be like? And so when we start to look at it like that, you start to realize, wait a minute, I'm in a profession where my overhead, right, actually how much I could possibly make, there's really no limit to it. It's, you are the limit. And that's the truth. So if you're gaining a skill set that has no cap, right? There's no, you literally can just go as much as you can possibly go. Then would you give yourself 4 to 8 years to do that? Especially knowing now that you can leverage other capital to do this, right? You guys know, FCMO, my Forex fund, stuff like that. So with that being said, you have to remind yourself that you should be urgent with building the discipline, patient with the results. Urgent with building the discipline and patient with the results. When you do that, then these things will come. And you know what the funny thing is? This kind of call, these are the calls that people skip out the most. These are the kind of calls that people actually leave early because people just want to see the charts. Bye, Danny. People just want to see the charts. People want the sexy graphics. People want the strategy. People want the sniper entries. And I understand that. But that's not what pays you. That may get you in, but it won't get you out. Because the difference, right? Urgent with discipline and patience with results. The discipline and the difference between a good analyst, the difference between a good analyst and the difference between a good trader is their mindset. The difference between a good analyst and the difference between a good trader is their psychology. The difference between a good analyst and the difference between a good trader is their emotional intelligence. That's the difference. Most people can learn the chart work. You can learn, those of you guys that trade alongside us, smart money, how institutions move the market. You guys have one of the greatest risk to reward strategies. Not even a strategy, it's just how the market moves. But you can have the best entry exit on paper. But if you want to bring the chart work to your actual MT4, if you want to bring the analysis that you're doing and you want to see it in the results part of your MT4 where it shows profits, where it shows withdrawals, if you want to see it there, you have to work on the mind. You have to work on your emotional intelligence. And this is what everybody skips. Because you can't physically see it. You can see a chart, there's proof that you know what you're doing there. But if you want to be the people that actually find results, you can't skip leg day. So I do a psychology session every Sunday, a mindset session, belief systems. Every single, I haven't missed one in over 4 years. And the reason I do this is because, think about it. You hear it all the time. Mark Douglas says this. Trading is 20% technicals and 80% psychology. Okay? And drop a 9 in the chat if you've heard something like that before. Oh yeah, trading is 20% technicals, something like that, right? So if that's true, which I believe is true, why is it that we dedicate 99% of our time towards the charts? Right? If that's true, why do we give all the time to the charts then? What you have to learn is about yourself. What makes you tick? Because every single trade that you take, it's opportunity. And not just for money, but it's opportunity to understand how you work. You're going to notice your tendencies. You're going to notice, all right, I'm a little impulsive at these times. You're going to notice when I lose 2 or 3 times in a row, I start to lose faith. I start to lose confidence. And then I make mistakes. That's when, because here's a big nugget, guys. There's a difference between losing a trade and making mistakes. I can lose a trade following my plan, and that's okay. That's expected. But I can make a mistake and win a trade. If I win a trade, but I didn't use a stop loss, that's a mistake. Because that's not duplicatable success. Because one of those trades with no stop loss is going to blow your whole account. This is true. You can win a trade. One of the deadliest things you can do to your trading account is win by not following your plan. Because when you win and it wasn't in a duplicatable fashion, that doesn't help you. That's temporary money. And if anything, you're building bad habits. All trading is building good habits. That's all it is. So you have to look at back and you got to look at your account and you have to go, every single trade you take, what's more important is the quality of the trade and your discipline to your plan than even the result every single time. And this is why there's guys, I mean, this might be you right now. Your charts are beautiful. You see, you're catching amazing trades, hundreds of pips, hundreds of points, risk to reward, 5 to 1s, 10 to 1s, 25 to 1s. And the charts look nice. But then your MetaTrader 4 or your MetaTrader 5 or your portfolio not looking so nice. Why is that? And that's because of your mindset. You haven't built that ability to follow it. You're coming from fear. You're coming from doubt. You're coming from uncertainty. So I have a challenge for you guys. I have a challenge for everyone. Want to take this challenge? Yeah. All right. So here's my challenge. I challenge everyone here today. I don't know what strategy you all trade. You might have different approaches to the market, but whatever strategy that you do trade, okay? What I need you to do is this. Document the next 25 to 50 trades. And you need to take the next 50 trades without making a mistake. That doesn't mean you can't lose. You're going to lose. But trade them without making a mistake. So that means that every confirmation needs to be met. The exact risk management needs to be met. You get out when you're supposed to get out. You get in when you're supposed to get in. And you just follow the plan. That's it. Because I'm going to ask you in here, right? Who here has taken 50 trades in a row without making a mistake? So you can lose, but you followed your plan 100%. Drop a 1 in the chat if you truly believe you've taken 50 trades in a row without breaking your plan, not even a little bit. Drop a 1 in the chat. Tell you, most people have not done that. Like 99.9%. Some of you have, I'm sure. And document it. So think about it. Imagine you take the next 50 trades and you follow your plan perfectly, 50 trades in a row. You might lose money. You might make money. But the one thing I'll guarantee you is that you're going to gain experience and evidence that you never have before. Because your confidence in trading will come from the evidence that you have that your plan works. So if you take 50 trades, man, this is rough. If you take 50 trades, what will you have? You're going to have all the proof in the world that what you're doing right now works or it doesn't. You're going to be able to see, okay, cool. Out of all of these trades, most of my trades are going 3 times, right? 3 to 1. Wow. Wow. Actually, a lot of my trades are going 4 to 1. Okay. It looks like if I trade Asian session, I don't trade too well. It looks like, wow, out of these 50 trades, when I traded UCAD, I'm killing it with UCAD. Okay, cool. So you're going to see all of the proof that you need that your plan works well. It works okay. It's not working so well. You're going to learn so much about what you're doing. All it takes is a little bit of extra work. But if you do these things, guys, you will be dominating. Plus, this now builds confidence because now you're not going to think twice about a trade. After you see 50 trades, 100 trades like that, the next time your setup is there perfectly, right? Liquidity, institutional movement, break structure, imbalance, mitigation, boom, entry. Every time you see that, you're going to take the trade. even if you've lost 3 trades in a row, 4 trades in a row, you're going to take the next one. As long as you know you're emotionally okay, as long as like you're not making emotional mistakes, you're going to take it. Why? Because you know risk to reward is in your favor. And you know, over time, this plan works. I might have just I'm about to hit 2 or 3 wrong, but this 4th one's going to make it all back anyways. Because one of the most common mistakes people make is this. You lose 2 times in a row. You lose 3 times in a row. And then you have a trade. Normally you would take it, but you just lost some confidence because, man, I just lost a couple in a row. Maybe like, do I know what I'm doing? Or for whatever reason, you lose confidence and you don't take that trade. And that one's the winner. Drop a 2 in the chat if that's happened to you. The one trade you don't take, oh my, this is the one that goes crazy. Everybody, it's happened to everybody. Why? Because by not taking that trade, you broke your own plan. By not taking the trade that you're supposed to take, you broke the plan. Think about that. Because that was a part of the ones that win. Some lose, some win, some break even. So, just as a refresher, guys, please don't track your progress based on results over time. Because there's a rule, it's called the 3-foot rule, right? And what happens is sometimes you lost 1, you lost 2, you lost a couple in a row. And that next trade, the one you didn't take, that was the winner. And have you guys seen that picture or that meme, whatever, where the guy's digging for gold? And he stops. And he was like 1 away from getting all the diamonds, the gold. Right? So this is from Think and Grow Rich. Then he sells the shovel to somebody else. That person buys the shovel, goes back to his hole. Next, just digs just a little bit further. He gets all the gold. So don't let that happen to you. Don't let that happen. And I'll tell you what, guys, a lot of the things that we struggle with really come from our belief systems. Now I'll wrap it up with this. They really come from our beliefs. And what I want you guys to realize is the following. When I came into this business, I had never imagined, I had always dreamed of, but I had never really believed that I was going to make 6 figures, let alone more than that. And I remember when I got started, actually, as I was being presented this, the person who presented this to me, he was already making 6 figures, not in this company or anything like that, in his job. Yeah, he was an accountant. And so he was 20 years old, making 6 figures, crazy. And I didn't believe, I believed him, but I was just like in awe. Wow, bro, how did you know? How did you go do that? Like, you're so young and you're making 6 figures already. Like, how's that even work? How's that possible? And he looked at me funny. He looked at me as if I was kind of dumb. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, how was I not going to make 6 figures? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, look, man, I grew up around money. It's like, my grandpa runs a multiple 8-figure business. You know, everyone around me, they have, corporate jobs. They're all done really well for themselves. So it's like, all I ever knew was 6 figures is the minimum. And so, I don't know, it's just like kind of what I expected to happen. And in that moment, I realized the reason I wasn't making what I wanted to, the reason I wasn't living the way I wanted to, was because of my own standards. It's just because of the standards that I had set in my life. I had no one to show me that doing things like that was possible. I didn't have those people, but because of that, I decided that that was far, that was difficult, that was nearly impossible. It's not that it's fact. It was just my belief. And so as you approach this, guys, I mean, I'm not going to talk about, any kind of money or anything like that, but I've just seen people turn things around. And what happens is this: human beings, one of the beautiful things, it's a double-edged sword, is that we get used to everything. 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 You can have the most beautiful partner in the world, and you'll get used to it. You'll gain more money, you'll get used to that. You'll seek more. You get used to everything. And so I remember the first time I was around people that were making 6 figures. And it was incredible. They thought differently, they moved differently. And then all of a sudden I was around people who were making 7 figures. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. You start seeing some nicer things. I'm like, whoa, this is a different way of living. I never saw these things. And then you get used to it. Then you have mentors, friends who are making 8 figures. They have a totally different lifestyle, right? Everything is different. Supercars, all that crazy stuff, right? Crazy stuff. Nothing is crazy. It's just perception. But then you get used to it. You get used to it. It doesn't become as like sensationalized. That's exactly how money works. It's exactly how money works. Certain trading account numbers might look big. They might look scary. They're not. You're just not used to it. But at the end of the day, the beautiful thing about what we do is it's all about percentages. Whether you're trading $100, 100,000, or 10 million, it's just a percentage risk. So what makes you uncomfortable isn't the money, it's your belief about money and your belief about what you're worth. So remember, you were born free and abundant. Now this whole journey here is to go get that back, because this is how you came to this world. It's your given right. You were born absolutely free and abundant. This system is broken. That's just true. Cool. We have the skills to go fix it for ourselves. We have the skills and we have the opportunities to go build it the way we want. All that's happening now, it's simple. Success is just the process of becoming that person. So, guys, moral of the story is this: you're gonna fail, you're gonna make mistakes, but the faster that you appreciate those things, the faster you learn. You don't need more time in this industry. You just need to build more experience. For me, trading indices accelerated learning so much faster because I just was able to go through so many more setups. In the beginning of my journey, I had never in my life saved even $1,000. And 6 months into trading, I had lost over 5,000. Crazy, right? I'd never saved even 1,000 in my life. And then 6 months in, I had already lost 5,000. And I don't remember where I was going with that. Where was I going with that? Honestly, I don't remember. But hey, if you're down so far, it's not over, right? Keep going. Just keep pushing. But here's what I was going with that. What I did really well in the beginning was fail. Blue accounts. I didn't know even risk management was. I wasn't using stop losses. I was over leveraging. And so I failed, and I failed really fast. But I always searched for guidance. So here's the thing. You want to accelerate your process? Share your charts with your team. Ask for feedback. Even if, guys, at one point in my journey, I was drawing my Fibonacci upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally drawing this Fibonacci upside down. it was a mess. But I wouldn't have gotten over that if I just kept everything to myself. You have to leverage the fact that you have educators every single day walking you through everything, and they can give you feedback on everything that you're learning. Leverage them. Trust me, you will learn so much faster when you make your failures public and you allow other people to walk you through them. It helps every single time. But guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I appreciate every single one of you. I know it's a different environment. You know, I'm not behind like a desk or anything like that. But this is what we do it for at the end of the day. All right, you do it for this kind of luxury, this kind of freedom. We have such an amazing network here where everyone works with everybody. So I want to give it back, and I want to give it back to Robin. We got it all set up. You know, always looking out for you. That's the beautiful thing about leadership, guys. They're literally looking to find the best ways for everyone here to give value as much as possible. So, guys, I'll see you all in Dubai. I hope to see everyone here with the accounts that they already imagined. I hope to see some of you there as chairman as well. And guys, I will see you in Dubai at the event. And maybe I'll see some of you at the chairman retreat. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Mad love. Guys, I'll see y'all soon. Anytime you want me back, just let me know. Take care.
Thank you so much, bro, for taking the time, even though you're traveling all around the world with your broken throat, or I don't know. Thank you so much. I had so many clicking moments, guys. Let the chat burning because of all of you learned today. Yes, Leute, was war das bitte für heftige Nuggets? Einfach sowas von crazy, einfach nach 7 Jahren Trading Experience, die meisten Live-Sessions, die es überhaupt von einem Educator bei IM gibt. Und ihr habt ihn schon gehört, ja, um das Ganze hier heute Abend abzurunden. Ja, am Mittwoch 17:30 Uhr gibt es den Call bezüglich Dubai. Ja, wir sind in Dubai und markiert Mike auf jeden Fall gerne auf Instagram. Ja, das hat er sich zu 100% verdient. Finde ich einfach crazy. Ja, auch wenn die Zeit anders war, ist eingestellt, dass er sich die Zeit nimmt. Schaut auf jeden Fall gerne bei seinen Recorded Sessions vorbei, bei seinen Psychology Sessions, Beyond the Matrix, weil das kann jedem helfen, egal welche Strategie du tradest, egal in welchem Bereich du unterwegs bist. Und somit, yes, sehen wir uns alle am Mittwoch um 17:30 Uhr. Much love, schönen Abend euch noch und bis dann.
I am the light, I am the gold, yeah, yeah. I feel like criteria.